All right, everyone, welcome to the $100 solo GM. Memes aside, No Land Beyond is actually crazy. This whole run I'm going to be using the whole thing, just No Land Beyond. Obviously, here and there, I got to use something else that's not a champion, but like 95% of the run, I'm using this No Land Beyond. And this video, I kind of just want to do a solo commentary again. I haven't done one of these in a while. I know some of you have been requesting this, so I hope this all is exciting to watch. Again, this is going to be live, so if I stumble across words, that's why. But I'm going to just kind of explain everything I do, kind of talk about No Land Beyond. As you see here, I'm going to be running a Romcoat Raymond build, just spamming a bunch of freeze around just to make it easy to land the headshots in No Land Beyond. No Land Beyond does an absolute insane amount of damage. It also has a ton of ammo. It is honestly not even that difficult to use, especially if you freeze and everything on the battlefield. And as you see here, I mean, on this champion, I'm pretty sure we 3-shot it. Now, obviously, there's other things that involve shatter damage, some bullet charge damage to some of these champions, anything of the sort, because I am running artifacts and everything. But yeah, man, No Land Beyond is crazy. We get through the first area here. We're gonna open the door up. We're gonna have to wait for this train. So the loadout, again, obviously is just No Land Beyond. I'm running a shoot to loot explosive pellet sky rifle to pick ammo up, and I have a rocket just to stun an unstoppable champion if I need it. But I don't really have to do that because my shatter can do that. So it really is 95% just No Land Beyond. But as you see, we're just waiting for the train here. Just kind of chilling, vobbing with the new emote that also came with this weapon. And I think if you watch this video, you're probably going to be enticed to go out and get this, but I don't really think it's super necessary. Like, it's very good, don't get me wrong. Is it game breaking? I don't know, but in something like a GM, it is very, very good because you got to play super slow, and any fast-based content, you're not going to be really using it too much because it is somewhat of a clunky weapon to use. As right there, I shoot the orb out the air. But so you see I have the shoot to loot weapon. But I don't know if I would say the gun's pay to win, because you can still achieve what I'm doing here with things like Icebreaker, honestly just any other gun. But it is very, very good and very easy to use. I think that's the main selling point, is that there really isn't that much setup you have to do. You could throw this on any build, pair with any exotic. I mean, it's still just gonna do a ton of damage. So I do have a barrier sniper on, as you see, so I can shoot through the Hydra shields. And right here on this champion, I mean, you'll see just the damage you can put out with this build. Like, it's disgusting. Like this is a Grandmaster with the sniper rifle. But having its increased ammo reserves, again, you pick some special up and shoot to loot there. You can basically just use it as a primary weapon. I mean, 311,000 damage on that Cabal right there. But again, you do have to play super slow. If you're being very fast with this build or with this weapon, I mean, it's not gonna, I mean, I guess if you're a literal god, it will do well, but just if you're, I guess, normally playing, it's not gonna do too high. As you see here, I do miss a lot of shots, so you can kind of see how slow it starts to go down a little bit. It still does a huge amount of damage, but it can kind of slow the gameplay down a little bit. But obviously, that's not that huge of a deal. But every time you get a headshot, it is going to get a stack of Master, eventually gets to Grandmaster, and each stack's going to do make the gun do more damage. It does have a substantial drop off once you get past 20 or 25, but you still technically do get a little bit more damage, even if it's only like 5. It's still a damage increase. But so yeah, you can pretty much just one-shot anything on GM in like 3-4 shot champions, sometimes even 2 if you get lucky with buffs and stuff. But as you see here, some bolt charge, some shatter damage, we literally 3-shot the champion. Almost died there. Thankfully I do have Phoenix off, is one of the banned enemies. And I think another big point for this current season is that there is barrier sniper, so it makes it so easy to shoot through these shields, and also can stun barrier champions, and it is very, very solid. What's interesting is that when you come to shielded targets, like not barrier champions specifically, like just like void arc, any form of element shield, it's kind of bad because it's not gonna like instantly kill that target, because you really have to go for crits for this weapon to do a ton of damage. I mean, not really, it can body shot most things, but if you have a shield, it's where the gun kind of starts to fall off. But you basically just have to use 2 or 3 shots on the target instead of just 1. But I mean, yeah, right there, what was that, 200-some thousand damage, 151,000. I do miss right there, but I mean, even up close, since it doesn't have like a huge scope, it's not even that difficult to hit these crit shots. But we're gonna come here to the next part. Again, literally can just instant, I mean, this is a Grandmaster. You're seeing this, like, look how much damage I just did there with my super pod. Like, it is disgusting the amount of damage it does. I'm not sure exactly sure of the numbers specifically, but like it has to do as much, if not more, than a Tom Sawyer Izanagi shot. Like it is absolutely insane that you also just have so much more ammo, and you don't have to proc the Tom Sawyer. I really don't see a downside to the weapon other than like the shield thing I was just talking about earlier. But again, we're gonna throw some more grenades here, just kind of make our little hideout here. That's the thing you kind of have to do. Again, you have to kind of sit back, basically make a zone yours, which is why Ram Kareem is really good with this. And you can basically just kill everything. Obviously, the ad clear aspect of it is not that strong, but sorry for the little pause right there. But if you have a build that can actually ad clear like the Ram Kareem build, there's essentially no downsides to it. But we're gonna get the boss to come out here soon in a second. And again, gonna kind of play on the left side up here, just slowly snipe things down. And this is I think it's around a 17-minute clear. So a 17-minute clear solo, I feel like it's pretty good, at least in my opinion. And you could definitely do this faster as well. I could see this getting down to 15 minutes pretty easily, which is just crazy to think you're doing this on a Grandmaster solo. But right here, we're just gonna kind of keep sniping this boss over and over again. This boss can be very annoying because he can kind of teleport to little spots. You can't really see his crit too much, but as you see, if you do hit his crit, and also I just whiffed a grenade right there. I love that. But it does a good amount of damage. I'm not like, this is definitely more of like a sustained boss weapon instead of I'm about to just insta kill this thing as soon as it spawns. As you see, I do miss a lot of crits here, and it isn't doing much. But with all the unravel stuff going on, we'll eventually just kind of passively kill it. Okay, we're gonna kill all the ads right here. The boss dies, the unravel, and now we can move on to the next area. Constantly looking for ammo. You see, that's why I'm just kind of shooting the floor. I'm back to 45 shots, and 45, I'm like 99.3% sure is the max amount of ammo you can have with it, unless you're carrying reserve mods. I mean, even without reserves, like that is just an absurd amount of ammo that it has. But I think so far, I mean, we're 7 minutes in. I think you can kind of go in and tell that, like, yes, this exotic is strong. I've seen people easily, kill the witness with 6 of these. Like, it's a very, very good weapon. They definitely are trying to get their pre-order bonuses for sure. But coming up here to the next little area, we're just gonna kind of snipe again, kind of play back. And you can kind of see from this point, if you do miss, I'm in a pretty, predictable situation, a pretty sketchy situation here. Again, live commentary. But obviously, if I wasn't just only trying to use No Land Beyond, I could swap to like a machine gun or something and kill them. But for the video sake, I'm trying to only use No Land Beyond to show that you can solo a GM with just No Land Beyond. Which is just a crazy statement, by the way. Like, can we talk about how in Destiny 1, literally no one used this thing at all in PvE because it was absolutely terrible, and now it's out here soloing GMs and just killing literally the biggest enemy in the Likeness Darkness saga. Like, oh, like what? And I've also heard it's really good in PvP as well too, which I know people use in PvP and D1, but I've heard it's disgusting in PvP. I actually haven't used it yet in PvP, but in PvE I'm loving it. So again, just kind of literally playing it super slow. I do miss a crit there. Get a little weak, but thankfully I have Phoenix stuff. And if you were curious, I will show the whole build off at the end. I'm thinking about making a dedicated build video for this. I've already made one on the channel, but like I kind of want to do sort of like my updated series that I've been doing. Just talking about just my favorite build in general, because I think if I had to choose of any build in the game, on the Warlock at least, this is for sure my favorite build. But again, taking advantage of this ultra loot, picking all the orbs up. I get recuperation proc. Just constantly looking out for orbs and ammo. Ultra loot is just such a good perk, man. It's so good. Again, gonna kind of freeze everything. Just playing around No Land Beyond here. I go for to get him finished roll because I am running special ammo finisher just so I can make sure I get ammo. That's just something you sure want to run for this. If you are only going to be using the sniper, definitely run a special ammo finisher. I see an orb, shoot it, pick it up. Because just having specials obviously mandatory. Now here, there is so many champions, so many major targets, and you can just see at how disgusting this is. Like this section right here alone, I think is what's going to convince people to get it, because like it is so dumb. And imagine if you have 3 people running this. Like it's just, you could just all insta kill this champion. 3 shots on it, dead right there. I've almost killed this one. I haven't even shot at it yet because of all of my abilities and stuff. And this is, I think there's a total of what, 5 champions here. Just kind of sit back. 109,000, 126,000. 3 shot the champion. Again, if you have 3 people doing this, you're gonna just delete any GM content in the game. Right here, I do miss a lot of snipes, so now you can kind of start to see how if you don't hit your shots, it could be a little detrimental. But let's see, I've missed like 3 crits here, 4 crits. Do get the Phoenix stop to heal off, get that grenade hitting me, all the shatter, unravel, and everything. Bolt charge. It's doing a lot of damage. Get the shoot tool on the ammo, go for the finisher to make more ammo. Again, we're back to a ton of ammo on the sniper. And you can literally just run around with it like a primary weapon. Okay. Gonna snipe him through the air. There's a little fun part at the end that I do on the final boss that I think y'all are gonna enjoy. Let's just say it's very reminiscent of the old Call of Duty days. But now we're gonna come over here because the ads are gonna immediately spawn out the door. So I'm gonna throw my little stasis crystal, or my rhyme code grenade. Literally freeze everything, insta kill everything with the shatter damage. And I literally do 1 shot of damage to the champion between the build and everything, and I can finish it. Again, throw another nade to freeze those 3 targets. And gonna kind of just get this little diffusion around here. I see the unstoppable over here, so I'm gonna go and try to kill it, but I need to get a grenade charge, so I do a devour kill. Get the grenade, throw it, so I can stun the unstoppable champion. I'm literally not even scared. Typically, people will be, you know, this is kind of the scary part, especially if you're going solo, but like, it literally doesn't matter because you can just insta kill everything. Like, literally 3 shots right here, the champion's dead. Like, no trouble at all. Like, and then all the other enemies that are gonna spawn, I know I can just insta kill them. There's gonna be a guy coming right on the right here in 1 second. Yep, he's just dead. And the freeze is so nice. And I'm not acting like the build's also not what is really contributing to this, because like obviously everything freezing is good. But like I'm saying, you can put this on any good build and it's gonna be insane. But I pop a Song of Flame here just so I can get the damage reduction. I'm gonna come over here just to diffuse the mine, get the damage reduction active. With Devour and Song of Flame, I mean, you're literally unkillable. I just literally keep snapping everywhere to cause missions. And as you see, it's literally impossible to die. We get the final thing here. Now I gotta fight the next little boss in this area. 12 minutes in, or almost already on the final boss. It's just crazy to me. I'm not saying that this is like the hardest GM by any means. This is definitely not. But 12-minute solo with a No Land Beyond. Tell that to somebody in Destiny 1, they would just laugh at you. But coming up here again, we're gonna kind of play around on the left side. Everything's kind of frozen, unravel. Gonna start sniping. Come over here, throw the Tangle. I do have the artifact perk where it severs the target, so the boss does less damage now. But man, as you see here, like I'm literally missing crits, and the boss is still almost already dead. Like it is disgusting. Okay, we're gonna get the final boss kill here. If I can hit the last shot, as you see, if you miss your shots, it's not good. But I mean, you can arguably say that with every weapon in the game. But it really, really applies to this one. Typically, my favorite thing to run with this setup is Icebreaker, and that's kind of the build I'm thinking about putting out later. Because Icebreaker just synergizes so well with this. But now that there's an insane alternative with No Land Beyond, this might start making it into the rotation from time to time. With the Icebreaker, you do get more prismatic energy though, whereas with this one you don't get as much because it's not, an elemental weapon. It's just kinetic damage. So it takes a little longer to build your Transcendence than Icebreaker. I mean, you get it pretty much instantly. But the ease of use and damage this thing provides is just insane. I would argue like single target wise, No Land Beyond's for sure better, but for ad clear wise, Icebreaker's better. They both pretty much have infinite ammo if you play around it, so ammo is not really a question for either of them. But moving on to the final little boss here. There's gonna be some more champions. Typically people would just sit up top, and I honestly thought about doing it here for a second, but I was like, nah, I trust the No Land Beyond or the New Land Beyond. How long have I been calling it the No Land Beyond throughout this whole video? I am so Destiny 1 coded. But we got the New Land Beyond here. And as you see, we're going to come up on the champion. We are going to easily 3-shot the champion without any problem at all. Move on to the next champion. I'm going to try to go with the finisher here, so that's why I try to get him weak and I don't just insta-kill him, because when I finish these, I will make ammo because of the artifact perk. And I want as much ammo as possible going into the boss fight. Right there to bolt charge and unravel the shatter and just, bro, it does so much damage. And again, I'm not like, the build again is definitely helping out a lot with this, but as you can see, I mean, these giant 200, 300, all these thousands of damage and numbers. Like, obviously, even without the setup, you can still get this done. All right, so now we're on to the final boss. I mean, as you see here, this is a special weapon, and this is a Grandmaster boss. We're kind of chunking it. I didn't have Radiant proc. This is going to be a slower boss fight, and this is where, for sure, a lot of the time can make up. If I was playing a little bit more aggressive, you could definitely get this down to 15 minutes for sure. Or maybe like, yeah, I'd say like 15, 16, because we're currently at 15:30 right now, and we're on the final part. And I could definitely speed up some other parts, but I had here basically to just dodge from the fire. As you see, we have a nuke enemy. It just two-shot it. You could definitely one-shot it if I got lucky. Devour coming in clutch right there, healing me, by the way. Devour obviously just being so good. But now I'm going to go for some more boss damage now the ads are dead. I'm also going to rotate over here just because I see the boss running at me. We're at times 100 on the New Land Beyond now, and that's the max you can get to. But since in a solo GM, if you die, the exotic perk of it going away doesn't matter because you're not gonna die. So yeah, moving on here, we go back to the other side. The boss teleported left. Now there's gonna be some Vex enemies. Again, just playing it super slow, killing them. Again, I'm really just not too stressed with the whole build I have going on. It's just I wish I could have sped this part up for you all. But I mean, even going super slow, I mean, look at the chunks of damage it's doing. Obviously, I'm using a power weapon and other stuff incorporated. It's going to die a lot faster. But to just be just a special weapon damage, like it can chunk. Right there, I do one-shot the nuke guy. And we're just kind of, again, waiting for the thing to end. Just kind of trying to kill everything. I was going to try to go for the tingle there, and I was like, nah, it's too risky. So I just go back, shoot an orb. Get that recuperation proc. Phoenix stuff. I didn't really need to do it right there, but I saw a giant light on the left side of my screen, so I thought it was going to be a grenade to blow up on me. Again, kind of chilling bosses over here. I probably could have rotated. It was honestly probably smart to not, because he could have hit it and killed me. So I'm just going to kind of stand here. I'll wait for that guy to freeze. I'm just chilling. And I think here is where I'm going to go for the boss kill. Just kind of keep sniping, because I do have my super. I could have popped my super way earlier. But I'm like, yeah, it's probably a good time to pop it. And you're going to see you can start chunking the balls down here. I mean, man, like, this is just radiant and just special damage. And right here, we're going to go for the final thing. I'm like, oh, I should go for a 360 no-scope. Boop. I get the little hit fire on it. I was so shocked it hit, bro. If it didn't hit and I died, I probably would have been a little upset. But we get the kill there. I go in for the teabag. We're really bringing it back to the COD moments here. Or I guess even the Halo moments. But I don't know, man. Yeah, this weapon's very good. I should show the build up here in 1 second. As you see, I even get platinum. Like, I feel like 17 minutes solo. Even if you're just coming in here and trying to farm this, that's still pretty good. But going over the build, obviously, New Land Beyond, shoot to loot, kind of like what I'm talking. Apex Predator, I don't even know if I used that one time in the video. These are the artifact perks. Going for the subclass here, I'm going to kind of scroll everything. Bleak Watcher, Feed the Void, Healing Grenade because it charges fast as Unravel, Song of Flame Protection. All the usual stuff, and then those are the armor mods. But yeah, this weapon is very strong. I hope this video kind of showed its true potential. And you have to remember, this is even without the catalyst. We're going to be getting a catalyst for it when Edge of Fate comes out, so I don't even know what crazy stuff it's going to do with that, but I'm excited to see what it does, because this is for sure probably going to be in my inventory from here on out. But anyway, though, let me know if y'all enjoyed the style of content. Be sure to go check out all of the recap builds that I've made, all the God roll weapon videos I've made. I've been posting a lot on this channel. It has been a lot of work. I truly appreciate all the support that you all have been showing, and I genuinely cannot wait for Edge of Fate to release, because I'm going to be going hard on it. But anyway, though, that's going to do it all for me. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Peace.